Hello, I just got a huge package in the mail today. I got 2 packages in the mail today, this small one and this huge one, which I know what it is. I certainly wasn't expecting it to be this tall. I am only 5 foot tall, keep in mind, so I think this box is like 6.5, 7 feet tall. I can see inside the handle, and it looks like the plant comes to about here, which is a lot taller than I was expecting, so I'm very happy. I don't really know what I was expecting. This is kind of an expensive plant. Certainly I think the most that I've spent on one plant in particular. I'm just gonna go ahead and open it up and I'll show you what it is. I don't really know how I should be opening this. It's got staples. Let's see. Can you see it? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. It's beautiful. Okay, here it is. It came super well packaged. It had a zip tie, a really thick zip tie, kind of holding it to the bottom of the box. And it looks like everything is so intact. There's no dead leaves anywhere within the box. So I'm so happy about that. It's doing really well. Oh my gosh. Ah, it's so beautiful. I really hope I do not kill this plant. Crossing my fingers so hard. Oh, let me tell you what it is also as I'm getting rid of this packaging of this plastic on the bottom. It's a Ponkan Mandarin. And in a second, I'm gonna look up the description and tell you a little bit more about it. So there's just a little bit of the soil that like jostled around a bit in the bag, which is totally to be expected. The pot looks a little bit cracked here, but everything else looks super good. Let me show you the canopy. It looks amazing. It's all just so healthy. All the leaves are intact. So many branches. I have not had, there's a yellowing leaf, a dying leaf. That's totally okay. There's a couple of them right in the center. I think as soon as I can put this outside, which is probably going to be in a week or so, it's already, it's not freezing outside, so maybe honestly it can be now, but I'll just wait until the nights warm up just a little bit more. But I'm sure this is going to do so well. Oh my gosh, I hope we get mandarins this year. I'll definitely be pulling them inside. They'll be an indoor plant over the winter. Just like my other citrus trees, my Meyer lemon tree is doing alright. It's not doing the best. My lime tree is doing super well. So here is my little collection of citrus trees growing. Wouldn't that be amazing? Just to have like a little tiny orchard of miniature trees indoors. Okay, I have my phone on me. Let me tell you a little bit more about this tree. The Ponkan Mandarin, it looks like, is the most widely grown mandarin in the world. Being heavily grown in China, India, and Brazil, its vigorous grower has an upright bearing. At maturity, it's a medium-sized tree. Ponkan fruits are usually oblate in shape with a loosely adherent thick rind. Okay. This came to me in a 3-gallon pot. I think I am definitely going to leave it in this pot for this season, and then maybe next summer, next spring, I'll try and repot it just into something a little bit more decorative. I might put it into something a little bit more decorative this season, or I might just put it in a cache pot, just something to cover the outside while it's staying in this pot. It has such a nice shape. It's already, trimmed off at the bottom. It looks like a tree, it's starting to branch out. And I think it'll start to do so more. I don't know if it was just a little squished in the box, or if it's just grown like this. Okay, now that my excitement has come, and it's still there, I'm still very excited, but what's creeping in is this fear that I'm not going to be able to take care of it, that it's just going to lose all its leaves, like almost all citrus trees I've bought have done, at least in the first few weeks that I've gotten them and moved them into my house. I'm probably going to be moving this fiddle leaf fig. I'm probably going to be taking it downstairs. By the window downstairs, and I might move this into that little space right there. I do want to keep my tiny citrus orchard, my tiny indoor citrus orchard here in the dining room / kitchen. I think it's a great place to have it. It has great sun exposure and it's near the kitchen, so when I need a snack, if it's fruiting, oh my gosh, I just can't wait. I just hope it gets a lot of fruit. That will be exciting. Anyways, let me put this to the side for now. I just want to quickly show you what else came in the order. And I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but let me double check to make sure, because I ordered quite a few things from Stark Brothers this year. I ordered them over the winter, of course, when I'm craving plants and craving growing things and have nothing else to do, so I ordered a ton. And now it's all coming at the same time, which is very exciting, and I'm very happy, but it's just a busier time for me right now. Here are some bare roots that I got for strawberries. These are an ever-bearing type of strawberry called TriStar. And I already have a couple of plants. I bought them potted, and it looks like they survived the winter. They're in a raised bed, so I wasn't sure if they would, because they're more insulated from the cold on the ground, in the ground, and I have them in quite a high raised bed. This bundle is, I think, 25 plants, 25 like roots, bare roots. And what I'm going to do, how you want to plant. Actually, Stark Brothers, they have these good inserts that come with each order. They tell you what to do, how to pot bare roots, berries, and plants. So let me just double check on the website. So how to plant bare root plants. First thing I'm going to do is let me just show you. Let me remove everything. And now's the perfect time for me to be planting, actually. All the snow's pretty much just died back. Or all the snow's pretty much melted away. There's still a little bit of snow in some areas. Strawberries are pretty shallow rooted, so I don't need to wait for the whole ground to unfreeze, really. I can start planting them up even if just the first couple of inches of the ground is unfrozen, is thawed out. That's the word. So here is one. I'm just gonna clean off, some of these old leaves. Doesn't need that anymore. I should probably use some scissors so I don't damage everything. And I'm gonna soak these in water for 4 to 6 hours. At maximum, you can soak them for 24 hours, but you don't want to go more than that. Otherwise, the roots might start to rot. I'm pretty sure what I have a few ever-bearing strawberries in my strawberry bed, but mostly it's a June-bearing variety, and I don't know what June-bearing variety it is. What's very popular in the area, what I see at a lot of garden stores or, the box stores, Home Depots or Lowe's, is the honey one. I think that's how you say it, honey one. If I'm not saying, I'll put the name up on the screen, but that's a very popular June-bearing variety in our area. So that might be what I have. Up here are a bunch. I'm just pulling them apart, and I'll go ahead and get something to soak it in water. And I'll show you how I plant them. So yeah, I think maybe some of them I'll be planting out, and some of them I'll be potting up to either give away or potentially sell. So I'm just pulling these roots apart. I'm gonna go ahead and get a container to soak them in for a few hours, and then I think I'm gonna be potting them up for now, unless I see, I'll go walk around the garden and see. Well, I think I know where I'm gonna plant some of them is the thing, and it's not ready yet. I need more soil. I need to layer in some soil over there. Potentially I was thinking of building a new raised bed for it, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just, you know, do no dig over the surface and then maybe build around it eventually. Yeah, since the area is not ready, and since I think I have more than I need for that area, I mean, I know I have more than I need for that area, I'm just going to be potting a lot of these up. And I'll show you how I get around to that. Anyway, right now I'm just gonna go and just, I don't know, walk around the house, try and get this excitement out of me. I really am so happy to have this huge tree in the house. My own citrus trees just have had a long time, just have been taking a long time to grow. And I mean, they do take quite a while to grow. I've never purchased a tree this expensive. This was about $117 that I got this in a 3-gallon pot, my mandarin tree. And I think Stark Brothers does other citrus trees in 3-gallon pots, so I would assume around the same size as this tree. And they all cost quite the same. I think I will no longer, if I get another like lemon tree or any other citrus trees, I'm not going to get it in a 4-inch pot. I'm definitely going to splurge and go for the 3-gallon. I think it's totally worth it. You get years worth of growth, and it's just way more exciting to have. So yeah, let me do that. Let me go smile, walk around the house and smile a little bit, and, you know, try and get a little bit organized. Okay, it's a few days later. Honestly, I was so exhausted by all that excitement that I just did everything off camera. I soaked them just in a little Tupperware for a few hours, several hours, just a tiny bit more than what they suggested. And I wanted to give you a quick update. I potted them up into these, I don't know how big they are, 6-inch pot, 5.5-inch in diameter, I think. So some of them you can start to see some growth, little leaves. Some of them are a little bit farther along even. They're mostly outside. Some of them don't look like they're doing anything at all really, and I'll just give them some more time. Hopefully they spring up in the near future. And some of them actually look like they are rotting. So these, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's just a bunch of white fungus, some kind of mold starting to form around on the crowns of these strawberries, and I don't think they're gonna take, so that's okay. It's a good thing I got so many. I didn't count them, so I don't know exactly if 25 came in each bundle, which there are supposed to be 25 pairs of roots. I guess I'll count it all at the end. I did get some planted out into one of the raised beds that I have. And in that area just next to it, I want to make another tier of raised bed. And that's where I hopefully will be planting some more of them in. The strawberry bed that I cleared out in the previous video, that's doing really nicely. You're starting to see a bunch of strawberries come up, a bunch of leaves coming up, and it's starting to green up in that area. And yeah, there's a lot of planting going on. I'll show you in the next video some of the flowers that I'm already putting out. I have more plants coming in through the mail. I have another order from Stark Brothers and another order of Beirut roses from David Austin. So I'll show that in one of the next videos. The mandarin tree has been outside and it's been getting to maybe 35, 36 degrees at night, but it's doing great. I put my lemon tree out there as well, and the wind is jostling it around a bit, but it's hanging on. I think it'll be a lot better for it being outside. I had to move it away from the light when I potted it up, and that wasn't really working for it so much. So being outside I think will be a lot better for it. And I'm very hopeful for my plants soon. I have my key lime tree in a smaller container. Actually, let me show you. This is my key lime tree that is just loving life. It's in this little terracotta pot. It's doing so great. It's right up against this sunny window, so it's getting a ton of light. It's getting a ton of aeration to the roots. Oh, I think I just saw a spider running around on the soil. Anyway, that's all for this video. I'm gonna get back to work. I'll see you later. Bye.